Hi, it's Paris from Epic Reviews, and I'm going to be setting up and testing out the MagicJack Plus. This is a little device that lets you send and receive phone calls through your internet connection, so you don't need to have a landline in your house. And this is an update to the original MagicJack, which I used for a couple months. It had to be plugged into the computer, and the computer had to be turned on all the time for you to send and receive calls, and I really didn't like that, so after a few months I stopped using it. But I thought at the time, gee, if they only had one of these that you could connect directly to your router so that it's on all the time anyway to get your internet connection, that might be a good idea. Well, sure enough, they came out with one. It's the MagicJack Plus, and you can use it either like the original MagicJack, where it's got the USB port and you plug it into your computer and use it that way. But the real advantage is that you can hook up a piece to get power through this USB port, and then you can take an Ethernet cable, plug it into your router that provides your internet connection into your home, and you can get the calls that way. Don't need to have the computer anymore. Big improvement. So this is the heart of it, the MagicJack device, pretty similar to the original MagicJack, and you can use it that same way. Even if you just want to get the power, you can plug this into a USB port of your computer. And there's not a whole lot more to it, except on this side, used to be in the original MagicJack, there was only a place to plug your phone in. Now there's also a place to plug in an Ethernet cable that plugs it into your router, that lets it go right online and get your phone calls that way without needing the computer. Now what you get in the package is an adapter piece that you can either plug this directly into and then it plugs into the wall, or if you need a little more wiggle room, there's a small, relatively short adapter piece that plugs in here, and you plug your MagicJack into this. Still got to be pretty close to a wall outlet. And then they also include an Ethernet cable. This will plug into the MagicJack and into the router. Now the instructions that come with the MagicJack Plus do say that you need to plug the device into a USB port of your computer, let it do its software installation thing, and then go through the setup to get your phone number and to tie it into your name and so forth. But there is a newer version of this called the MagicJack Plus 2014, which I've set up, and I'll put a link to that video if you'd like to watch that. It actually lets you set up your account on any device, and from trying it out here, looks like it's going to work. So actually, if that's the case, you don't need to plug this into the computer. You can start it out right with your router on any device, a computer, a phone, a tablet that's on the Wi-Fi network. You can go to MagicJack.com, register and set up the device, so you really don't need a computer. I'm going through the steps here on my Android phone. They want a name and an email address to set up the new account. So I set up an email address at our domain for this account, and I've entered the code. Time to activate. Next, it asks for your address, and it will recommend a phone number in your area, though you can choose somewhere else if that's where you prefer your phone number to be from. You have the terms that you have to agree to, and let the selling of additional items begin. If you want to pay extra, you can get a Canadian number, or you can get a vanity number where you pick it so it spells something out. For just $3, I can pick the last 4 digits. Otherwise, you pick your area code basically, and you get a choice of some numbers. I'm here in Central Texas, so these are some of the available numbers. You can pick one that looks nice to you, I guess. For an extra $1, you can get the Dog Ate My Phone insurance, but I don't think I need that. Alright, the process is done. I've got my new phone number. Click here to go on and start using it. Says it's all ready to go. Let's call the number, see if it rings. There we go. I have the MagicJack Plus set up now. This is the original one, and plugged in the phone. I'm going to put it on speakerphone and make a call and go to the other room and say a few things.
Hi, this is Paris from Epic Reviews, guys. This is a test for the original MagicJack Plus. Sound quality. Testing 1, 2, 3.
So that's a sound quality test. Now on speakerphone, everything sounds a little mushy, but it does work as a phone, sending and receiving calls. It does have voicemail capability. You can take this with you when you travel, like if you're going to stay at someone's house for a week or two. If they'll let you plug it into their router and get on their internet connection, you'll be able to make and receive calls from the very same number that this uses at your home. You'll have that same number accessible there. So that is a handy thing. Now there is a new device out, an updated version of this called the MagicJack Plus 2014. I have sort of mixed feelings about it. If you haven't bought any MagicJack product yet, you probably want to go ahead and buy that one, unless this is really a good deal and you can find it on sale. And I'll put links to both of them down below in the description box. If you want to see more about the MagicJack Plus 2014, I'll put a link to my video of that over here. So the MagicJack Plus is a good solution for being able to get rid of your home phone line and that $25 to $30 a month fee that you have to pay. This will just be $2 or $3 a month to keep this number going. But it's not the perfect solution. What I'm really looking for is one that has Wi-Fi support in it, because when you travel, you might want to take this with you, and that way you can still receive calls at this number. But in most hotel rooms you go to, you're not going to find a router to plug it into. So the downfall is sort of the fact that you need the Ethernet cable and you need to be able to plug directly in. If this would support Wi-Fi, you could take it, put it on whatever Wi-Fi network where you are, and just keep using that phone number. That would really be convenient. I'm still looking for that device. I did see there's one called NetTalk Duo Wi-Fi that sort of has mixed reviews, but I may get that soon and give that a try. That may be the ultimate internet phone device, but be sure and subscribe. When I get that reviewed, you'll be the first to know.